Hey, what's up? This is Matt Dietz, and this is Agency Launch. Hey, why don't you start by sending me a text, 208-213-8809, and get in my community where I'm connecting with newer agents and helping them grow their businesses and giving them advice and answering their questions. It's super fun in there. So 208-213-8809. It's me sending you texts, and if you reply, it comes right to me. So it's fun. Also, if you would do me a huge favor, I would love a review. If you can do that for me on this show or on my other one, Simply Explaining Insurance, if you go through Apple Podcasts, that seems to be the best place to go. Search up the show, find the reviews, click add a review. I would be forever indebted. So that'd be awesome. What else? Hey, what's up? So I'm doing a lot of thinking about staffing right now because I have a conference where I've asked to speak in March, and I'm going to be speaking about hiring and staffing and things like that. So I'm putting a lot of thought into staffing. And so, I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of the insight on what paying customers are going to get when they hear me talk. But you know me, I always have thoughts about this stuff going on in my head, and at any given moment, I could just open my mouth and just start talking, which is kind of what I do with this podcast. So when it comes to staffing, the one thing that I wanted to talk about today was I wanted to continue to urge you to have patience. I want you to be able to build the team that you want to have. I want you to have the team that when you come into the office, you look like you're running out of the tunnel at an NFL game and there are fireworks and flamethrowers going off and you are screaming your head off and you are excited because it's a brand new day to sell insurance, right? Like, I want you to be surrounded by people that you can work hard around and people that are willing to work hard for you. And if you're an employee, I want you to be in a space where you feel the same way, where you feel a little bit of ownership, where you feel empowered, where you feel like you have some decision-making capability, that you have support from your agency owner to let you fail comfortably and learn that way. So culture is really important. It's something I talk about all the time. But I'm going to tell you the road to that agency where you are sprinting down the tunnel and you are jumping through the fireworks. Maybe not. That's a horrible example. Don't ever jump through fireworks. You know what I mean? It's a long road. It can be. You could get lucky right out of the gate. My first hire I had for over 3 years, and she was great until she wasn't. I have a list of grievances of employees that I've had. So let me just give you a little bit of background, not some background, but let me tell you some things. You may know I've been an agent for 16 years, and I've had 27 people work for me. Okay? So I just want you to have that sink in for a second, okay? It's a revolving door until you get the right people. Okay. It is trial and error. It is, I've equated it to dating. And I think there's something to that, in a small office, like I have, an interview is like your first date. Okay. You want to see if they're qualified and if there's a little professional chemistry. Okay. There's nothing better than working with someone that you have some professional chemistry with, okay, where you can enjoy each other's company, where you can give each other a hard time, where you can joke around, but you can also look at each other and be like, all right, you ready to do this? Let's hit our numbers and let's go. Let's beat our numbers. There's nothing better than that. So it takes some time. So over the years, I wrote down a bunch of things that have happened with employees that I've had in the past. I've had employees almost get into a fight with each other. That was exciting. I've had them give me ultimatums. I did a podcast on that a while ago. You should find it. Either she goes or I go. I did. I had someone say that to me. I've had employees just not show up to work. That's not incredibly uncommon. Oh, and never come back, I guess. Let me put it that way. I've had them leave a key in the mailbox and move to Texas. Like, I'm out of here. Like, under the cover of darkness, she wrote a note. She's like, I am moving to Texas tonight. I had an employee sleep in the office without me knowing it. She was not well. I had an employee come back to work after not remembering that I fired them. Swear to God, was an addict and a drug seeker. Okay. I had an employee threaten me when I fired her. She threatened to go to the Department of Insurance and tell them all the terrible things that my agency was doing. That sucked. I had an employee quit. I've had multiple employees quit. Well, and they were trying to leverage that into more pay. I'm never gonna fall for that. Okay, so after they successfully quit, it came back through the grapevine that they didn't really want to quit. So instead of having an open and honest conversation with me, they decided to go all in, and I'll call that bluff. I had an employee file a claim against me with the Department of Labor for not paying them properly, which proved to be false. And that sucked, because that was my first employee who I thought I did everything right for her. I gave her raises. I gave her management positions. I gave her, we thought we were taking super duper care of her. And then she ended up quitting and then filing a grievance with the Department of Labor with me for not paying her properly, which was completely unfounded, and it got thrown out. I've had bad employees stay longer than I wanted them to, and I've had the good ones leave, So building a team is hard, and I want you to kind of buckle in for this ride, because it's a bumpy one, it's a tough one, it's a scary one, it's a frustrating one. But I will tell you, over the past 4 years, it's been the best 4 years of my agency, because I come to work and I love the people that I work with. They're incredible. The last 3 that I've had, and I only have 2 people in my agency, but have been just top-notch, professional, kind, good-hearted, hardworking people. And it is just a joy to do that. So I want you to find those people that you fit with, because it makes it much more fun. And I am pro fun, and I want you to have that. So there's a lot of talk right now about nobody's willing to work. Nobody's willing to work. Nobody's willing to work. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I've always found people to work, even through the pandemic. Okay. There are tens of thousands of people in your area. Okay. And I know that we're in a new gig economy. There are people there are a lot of different ways to earn a living these days, but there are people that you can find to do good work for you. I promise you. Just keep looking and don't give up. Okay? So don't get down. You're going to have people, they're going to leave you. You're going to have people you're going to have to let go, but you're going to keep looking and searching. Okay? And you'll end up finding the team that's going to be right for you. So I just wanted to give you some hope. I wanted to tell you maybe a little bit about what my experience has been like, because sometimes that's helpful. But just please be patient and do your best, and take care of your people when you have them. Okay, I've talked in the past about how to keep good employees. There's some really important modules in my agency launch course about motivating and taking care of your team so they stay. And of course, how to find good people. That's a module in my course. How to teach them to do the work that you need them to do. Like, staffing is the most important system in your agency. And I teach you how to do all that in my course. Okay. agencylaunch.net. Check it out. Okay. That's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for listening. Do me a favor, send me a text, 208-213-8809. Go to my community and let's connect. Also, find me on LinkedIn. Find me on Twitter and Instagram @Dietz Agency. and let's connect. All right, there you go. Thank you so much for listening, and keep up the good work.